Pastor Robert L. Carver II, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. Do you see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go. Let's go on to our first story here tonight. Diva, your friend, your pal, Henyard, the super mayor.
The pooper.
That keeps on giving.
She is like a really bad abscess. She really is. She's just draining and oozing. Listen, I don't like her. She gives me ugly vibes. She's not a nice person. She is got her cronies running behind her. She is awful. So I'm hearing that the FBI are in town. Now, I haven't seen hide nor hair of that, but I'm hoping on everything that I know is holy that they are there and they are combing through her records. Literally.
Yeah.
Combing through her records. Now, listen, because I'm going to need to do some research.
All right.
I was told that there is a person in her entourage. I'm thinking the guy that's handling the credit card. Somebody has a SA history, a DV history.
He's actually one of the inspectors for home inspectors or something. Yeah.
Okay, and he has a criminal record for
sexual assault on a minor.
Sexual assault on a minor.
Yes.
And this is what they're pushing. That's that agenda. He's in charge of something. He's the one that's
around doing home inspections. She did not do a background check.
Well, hell, look at her.
Well, but she knew who he was because it was her buddy, but she didn't do the background check because she knew he would have been red flag.
And nepotism at its finest, because she's got all kind of family members working for her. Listen, I met my new little sister at the salon, and her and I were talking. I was explaining to her that this woman is so disgustingly crooked.
Mm-hmm.
One of the security guards that's with her claimed 303 hours of overtime on his check.
Yeah, and that's
one of his checks for the month.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of hours. Yeah. Overtime, time and a half. Yeah.
How many hours in a day are there?
24 hours in a day. 24 hours
303 in a day. Hold on, stand by.
Yeah, I got it. Let's see. 24 hours in a day times 7. That's 168 hours a week. Right? 168 hours a week.
They lying. Hey, Alicia. There's my sister. She joined us. Yay. Hey. That, Robert, this is my sister, Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us here tonight.
Sis, we are talking about this 303-hour overtime. You lying sacks of... Shut your mouth. I hope she come tonight. Because I have some questions. I wanted to know if she's gonna bedazzle her orange jumper. I wasn't sure. Like when they, lock her up, is she gonna be able to, because she'd be dressing her behind off. I give credit where credit is due, even though I don't like her.
$300,000 a year.
Exactly, $249,000.
You should look.
You should look the part.
She got her teeth done.
She got her teeth done because she's right here looking like Razor. Yeah, I'm coming for her now because she came for me initially. I wasn't bothering that lady. I wasn't bothering that lady, but I'm finna bother her now because I got time today.
You got time today. Tell us about. We're going to show you a clip from WGN News the other night. I was working on something, and the diva called me. Robert, turn right now. Go to Hannibal. They were having their council
meeting. Town meeting.
the
Yes,
town meeting,
town
and
meeting.
all hell broke loose. That's the only
Little
word I
stank
can
heifer
say.
had them lock the door in a
Yeah,
public.
yeah. So we're going to show this to you right now. This is a story from WGN News. You're prepared to be wowed.
In Dolton tonight starts late and ends early. The mayor herself described it as chaos.
And questions about her performance did not get answered. WGN's Jenna Barnes is live tonight from Dolton with the story. Jenna?
Yeah, Ray and Mikey, you summed it up pretty well there. The challenges tonight began even before the meeting started, when members of the community were kept out of the building.
It's over. We are sick and tired of not being able to get into this building.
The regularly scheduled Dolton Board of Trustees meeting was supposed to start at 6:30. It didn't begin until just after 7:20. The members of the public that were allowed in walked through metal detectors and they were wanded. That's a departure from what we've seen in the past. The deputy police chief said the delay was because of what he called credible threats. Not everyone, though, was allowed inside. The chance of let us in coming from the outside often overpowered the people speaking. The outrage in this community stems from the ongoing scrutiny of Mayor Tiffany Henyard's handling of village finances, and more recently, accusations of sexual misconduct by a village trustee on a taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas. Tonight, some of the other trustees who were calling for an FBI investigation into the mayor's spending were planning to override her veto of the resolution calling for just that. But the meeting didn't even get that far. Those trustees who don't support the mayor moved to postpone the meeting because of all of the people who were stuck outside.
The meeting was adjourned because we have to have enough space. So we have to. The Open Meetings Act requires that that we have enough space for everybody to get in. Because of that, I feel we have a lot of outrage going on out there, and we want to be able to provide the space to people that they are looking for.
As you just saw, is chaos amongst our 4 trustees. They didn't come here to handle the business. They came here to do a political theater stunt, which you just saw. We didn't get through any business as it relates to a scheduled board meeting here in our village, which we're supposed to do. But yeah, everybody cry about meetings and we should have more. Why have more meetings when it's going to just be chaotic like this?
You could see there, even after the trustees left, the mayor continued with the meeting. And then the deputy police chief announced there was a safety issue and police began clearing the room, effectively ending the meeting. The trustees say the meeting will be held next Monday, a week from tonight, at the Park District, which is a larger venue, and it can hold more people. We're live in Dolton tonight. Jenna Barnes, WGN News.
Thank you, Jenna. And tonight, community members in Flossmoor voicing their concerns about the recent firing of their police chief, speaking at the village board meeting. 2 weeks ago, the board officially terminated Jarrell Jones's contract, Mayor Michelle Nelson breaking a 3-3 trustee vote. A week prior to that, Jones filed a...
Wow. Okay. Diva?
Yeah, she's a hot, funky mess. Listen.
You saw that live. You saw that live.
Yeah, I was sitting up in there live. I was on the live, and she was so, like, she was so bothered that everybody was like on her neck, and they should have been, because, and then hearing in the meeting, there's several murders in the town that have not even been addressed while they running off to Vegas, essaying somebody. I mean, I'm gonna make it make sense. She is, I don't want her to be called a Black woman. Please don't. Please don't call her something else. Don't, because then that would include me. That would include my other girls. You know what I'm saying? And the women that are amazing in their skin. Black women, strong, in power. But that is a hot, funky, poopy mess. It is.
You know, I noticed she had on orange, so maybe she's rehearsing for her orange jumpsuit.
Well, maybe. I want her to know that outfit she had on was boss, but that's not going to be what when the FBI get with you, sis. They sizing you up right now to see what size you wear. So, she was such a bully.
Yeah,
she was such a bully, and she, first of all, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes to speak. Then she cut it down to 2 minutes, and then had a cop standing next to the podium to cut the person off when they start when they go over time. This an intimidation tactic. All of them are bullies, and all of them should be dealt with accordingly. Like, I am not kidding you when I tell you I want them all to get the business, every last one of them.
Well, here's what's going on now. Since that meeting, as you heard, one of the trustees was saying that they have to be able to accommodate the people, and they're going to be rescheduling the meeting for Monday night of this week. I guess that's the
Be
8th
right
of the 8th of April. But now they do have someone that the trustees have hired or contracted with or are getting counsel from. And this one, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. Let's go ahead here, and we're going to read this. This is from Fox 32. Tiffany Henyard controversy.
Oh,
Dolton looks to hire
no.
Lori Lightfoot to
She
investigate
worse
the
than
mayor.
Tiffany. She's
So you know,
worse than Tiffany.
so you know how that's going to turn out. Let's look at this.
Oh,
this
yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here comes my word.
Former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot
Look at
to
it.
investigate their mayor, Tiffany Henyard. The resolution states the trustees are moving to appoint Lightfoot as additional legislative counsel to look into allegations of financial issues. She will also look into accusations against a Dolton trustee accused of sexually assaulting another employee. That allegedly occurred during a village-sponsored trip to Las Vegas last year. Mayor Henyard, meanwhile, is accused of mismanaging funds and is facing multiple lawsuits. The Board of Trustees says it is proposing to appoint Lightfoot as additional legislative counsel because she is both a former mayor and a former federal prosecutor. Now, the board will vote on the resolution at a special village board meeting Monday night. If approved by the board, Lightfoot's law firm will charge $400 per hour for her services.
Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? $400 an hour.
They are bringing shit to the shit show. What in the entire hell? What they know this lady's track record. She's walking through the door charging $400 an hour. Come on,
Listen,
black folk. Come on, man.
For those of you who don't know, Lori Lightfoot, I call her Everett Scissorhands. She is the haircut, and the eyes. Obviously, Beetlejuice. Which one? Anyway,
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Thank
It's Beetlejuice.
you. Yeah, Beetlejuice. Lori Lightfoot is the most recent mayor of Chicago. Now, she's the first mayor since 1983 that did not get reelected for a second term. That's how bad she was. She had the unfortunate privilege of being the mayor during COVID, and she was breaking all the COVID rules and just doing all kind of stuff, getting that haircut done when all the salons were closed and just all kind of stuff. But she did not have a very good time and reputation there in Chicago, which is only 20 minutes up the road. So I don't know who. So I'm just gonna say because I know how
brought
we
this
feel.
lady in.
So
Why would they? They're shooting themselves in the foot.
oh, you know us. You know my cousin. She know Lori Lightfoot. My
She'll
cousin
give you a discount. Listen,
Nathan Wade was
I'ma
charging
say it.
$250 an hour. Nathan Wade was charging $250 an hour in Fulton County. She's charging $400 an hour. So let's just say they have that meeting tomorrow night. 4 hours, that's $800 before that, plus the retainer she's already gotten, I'm sure. And I'm willing to bet because she and Tiffany are of the same likeness and same spirit and same personality type, that she'll come in there and she'll make it look like she's doing something, but she'll wash it out. Now, the only good thing I can say is she is a lawyer. She is a very good lawyer. She ain't a good mayor. She is a good lawyer. So if she uses her legal skills, maybe. But see, the problem is going to be if the FBI is already investigating, they're going to tell her hands off for she, wanted to blow the case, the investigation.
I'm hoping that's the case. You mean to tell me there wasn't a
I tell you how we do.
my cousin.
Oh, your cousin, girlfriend, brother, sister, uncle. That's his first cousin, second related, second removed.
34
No
times
Lori
removed.
Lightfoot.
I can't. The black people doing too much.
Too much.
Doing too much. And you're doing too much and showing your ass. because
I would have.
and we're being watched.
Yeah. All over the world. I would have seen it if Tiffany had gotten Lori Lightfoot. That would have sounded like, okay, she's trying to get somebody to back her up. But for the trustees that's fighting Tiffany, she's gonna wash it. She's gonna leave it alone. She's gonna come in there and get that money. Not gonna do much of nothing. FBI's gonna tell her, hey, don't go too much. And that's gonna be it. It's gonna be a waste of time and money.
And money. And those poor people in that town. I mean, there's only approximately 20,000 people in the city, in the little town, right? And you put these people in $3 million. Is it $3 million or $30 million?
$3 million, yeah.
$3 million of debt. They don't even have that much to outstanding bills. You put these people in $3 million debt
in 3 years. In 3 years.
In 3 years.
Well, here's the good thing about it. Hey, we got Lou Blaine. Says,
That's
hi,
me.
Sid. Oh, that's me.
That's my mommy's name.
Oh, okay. Listen, the only good thing that can come out of this, if there's something good that can come out of this, is that her term is almost up in Dolton.
Yeah, but look what she did.
So 4-year term, so they would be fools to reelect her. Now, if they reelect her, oh, wait. But there may be some shenanigans with the count. You know, she's smooth, she's smooth. But if they're only the election shenanigans with the voting, when they vote, I'm assuming they're going to vote her out, use somebody else in. So at least there can't be any more damage done once.
But we're hoping it's House. Everybody's trying to hope. I think it's House.
What's that?
The guy, the trustee, and his name.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody's hoping that he will run. Listen, here's the thing. She dismantled the HR.
Yeah, I saw that.
She dismantled the HR because that way that person would have been able to keep tabs on her foolishness and her bringing all her family members in and this, that, and the third. Okay, but I'm not done yet. What are they going to do with Lacey? This, what do you call them? Wannabe cops? This
yeah. Well,
he's a rent-a-cop.
Yeah.
He around there and he looked like he's about 9 months pregnant and he should just go ahead and start pushing. At this point, he is not respected and they need to remove him and all of his cronies right behind him. Now, there is one white guy on there who actually knows the law, but he can't do very much by himself because he's a minority. They need to put him in charge.
Yeah,
turn all that around.
But here's the thing. Big picture. A lot of people, a lot of white men now are afraid of saying anything against the strong, powerful Black woman in leadership.
Right.
Lest they be called a racist and misogynistic.
Right.
So what happens is they just kind of sitting back like, okay, listen, all right, burn the whole thing down.
Yeah, y'all burn your own stuff down, right? And that's exactly what they're doing. She built that ice rink that can't be used unless she's having a function.
Right.
You narcissistic idiot. She's disgusting. I'm sorry to bring another Black woman down like that, but she deserves it.
Tell them what happened on Easter, Diva.
On Easter, there was a resident that was there was an Easter egg hunt they had at the park, at one of their parks or whatever. And this woman does not like Tiffany. So, I mean, it's not a surprise. But she was with her grandson and her adult son, and they had been there all day. So all of a sudden, here comes Lacey and his dupes, and they're telling her she has to leave. Because she made a threat to the super mayor, the stupid mayor. She made a threat to her. See that little play on words? You got to work with me. You got to go with me. So they decided to kick her out of a public event. She was not causing any trouble. She was not causing a ruckus. And if you could hear that child screaming, because he didn't know what was going to happen with all these cops surrounding his father and his grandmother. That alone should be punishable by law. She literally should be pushed in the dirt for that. Like, when you was a kid on the playground, she should be pushed down in the dirt
Yeah, don't be
because
mean to the
she is
children.
not a good person.
No. Do not,
That
don't
baby
do
is
old people to
scarred
children.
now. You
Yeah,
already got little black children thinking the cops are the enemy.
Right,
The
right.
ops, these kids are saying these days, the ops. So why make it worse?
Horrible.
I probably would not be so invested into this story, into the storyline, and in the situation that's going on there had she not come for me that day.
Right.
Because we hadn't even, all we did was announce that we were going to have the next show. We were going to speak about these women, black women in power. And here she come in the comments with the effery, you know what I'm saying? And she called me a hoe. And I was, listen, sometimes I'm trying to do the right thing because he is a pastor. That one.
Thank you.
He a pastor. Because sometimes my mouth is so foul. But I'm gonna behave because my new little sister on here, and I don't want to upset the pastor. Go ahead, Pastor. Him.
But love, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Put your comments down below about what you think about the Tiffany Henyard Dolton, the stupid mayor, not the super mayor, but the stupid mayor, Tiffany A. Hinton. I think about this because this story is not going away. It's not going away. And stay tuned. For those of you who would like to be a part of our Facebook group, we have a Facebook group called Real Talk with R.A. Demon, Pastor Robert. You can join that Facebook group for free. We post a lot of our stories and different things first there. And so you can go ahead and know what's going on because we do keep up with this because it's, like I said, it's a story that keeps on giving. Also, if you'd like to get updates right up the top early, you can text updates to 813-285-4974. Text updates. Text 813-285-4974. Standard message rates may apply. That way, when we're getting ready to do release videos, whatever the case, you'll be the first one to know. Right there at the bottom of your screen. 813-285-4974. We'll be right back with our next story. And you're going to stay tuned because this one is a doozy. We'll be right back.